Hey guys, Jennuine Love checking in for day 4 of 30 days live with me. So you'll see in the caption, yeah, you guys say hi when you come on. I might not stop to say hi back, but I'll come in the comments after. I don't like to get sidetracked because sometimes I lose my train of thought. And it's nerve-wracking. You hear the nervousness sometimes when I start the live button. The nervousness in my voice is like I have all these things to share, but then it's like something about hitting that button is like go live. You're like, oh crap. But I'm powering on through it and I'm showing up anyway. So yeah, today I wanted to talk to you about, I put in the beginning section right there, what it is, like how to know when it's a time to go within and when it's a time to reach out. You know, last night we were talking about reaching out to safe spaces and being witnessed in that space. And then there are times where, you know, we're experiencing life and it's good to have a guideline of, you know, when is it time for me to go within and when is it time for me to reach out to my community, to my safe space, you know, whatever the case may be, right? So I did write some notes. I'm just going to share some of them. And always, this isn't all inclusive. Something else might come to your mind. Spirit will speak to you. Things will get activated in you. And like always, feel free to jot them down. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just forget I ever said it and keep moving right along. So, when to know when it's time to go within and when to know when it's time to reach out to community, to safe spaces. This is something that has been, you know, very important for me to distinguish, you know, those differences. And one of the things that is really important is that we spend time going within to get clarity and direction and whatnot, but then also know when it's time to reach out for the, you know, fulfillment of our manifestations and our intentions, because people are absolutely going to be a part of your manifestations every single time, right? Okay, so I just jotted down some times to go within. This is when you want to sit, you want to be still, you want to meditate, you want to do journal prompts and intuitive writing. Like there's so many different tools that we can do, but we're going within during these kind of times. So when you need clarity, when you're facing choices, decisions, when you're having things come up in your world and you need some clarity about them, the best course of action is always going to be going within, because your own inner being knows your journey, knows you more intimately than even you know yourself. And your intuition, your inner being is always going to be your best guide, your best source for clarity as it relates to you and your life. Because I can be your best friend, I can be the most amazing coach, and I am those things. And also, I don't know exactly what your path is. I don't know exactly what your journey is. So it wouldn't be a service to you for me to give you some kind of clarity and say, this is what you should do, because I don't know. I can help guide. I can be a listening ear, which a lot of times is all you need to come to your own clarity, right? And so no matter how much I love you, no matter how much people in your life love you, they are not your inner being. And they will not be able to give you the clarity of this is what you should do. Now, people can speak to you from their own perspective. They can speak to you based on what they feel might be best. But your inner being absolutely is always going to be numero uno when it comes to receiving clarity for your life, okay? So just kind of trailing on that, like when you have choices to make, I'm not going to reiterate, but the same thing. When you have choices in your life to make, it's not, hey, So what do you think I should do? Because again, no matter how much I love you, I don't know what you should do. I can tell you what maybe I would do. You know, I can tell you on the surface how the situation looks, what you should do, but your inner being knows exactly what you should do. And when you get quiet and go within, then the solution, the answers, the clarity is revealed to you in that space, right? Yeah, so when you're needing guidance, like when you need to know, what do I do next in this situation? What is the next best step for me to take? What am I learning here? What is the plan here? Now, I'm not going to say God's going to lay the whole plan out, because I would be telling you a story, because that doesn't happen. But you will get the next best step. When you sit with yourself, when you're in that space, you will get guidance on take this action, because there's a difference, a vast difference. And I might just do a whole video about this. So much to talk about here. There's a vast difference between just doing stuff. Just we're thinking, oh, this might work. And we're just like grasping at stuff to make it work, versus getting still, getting quiet, going within, and asking for clarity and guidance, meditating, right? And from that space, you will be given divine actions to take, okay? And so when to reach out. This is leading right up into when to reach out. So when you have been given divine guidance to take, a lot of times it will include somebody. Call this person, reach out to this person. Remember, this person does that. Check in with them, see if they're still doing that. You know, remember that email that you guys sent 6 weeks ago, open that back up again. Like, there's always going to be some other person involved, because we are co-creating in this world together, right? And we are creating beautifully in these aligned communities. And so really let God show up for you in that space. So when you reach out is when God tells you to reach out, from that quiet space, not from a panic, not from a, oh my God, I need to figure this out. Oh my God, I need help right now. You know what I mean? Get still, get quiet, get centered, and God will tell you who to call and what to say when you call. And it will be easy, and it'll flow, and it'll benefit everybody involved, because that's just how alignment works, right? Okay, so what else okay, so when you want to be witnessed in what you're creating. So yesterday we talked about being witnessed in raw and vulnerable spots. Here we're being witnessed. This is what I want to create. This is what I'm looking to create in Landmark. Some of my friends that have already been there, they have shared with me that one of the things, like you say, I'm creating the possibility of, you know, because that leaves it very open. It lets me know, like, this is something that you're in the process. This is something that you want to create. So sharing with someone who, again, is a safe space, and letting them witness you and saying, you know, I'm creating the possibility of this. You know, this is what I feel inspired to create, or this is the move that I feel inspired to do. And I want to just make you aware that this is the intention, you know, of what I'm wanting to create. And then that allows me, or whoever this safe space is, it allows them to join in with your energy, you know, and help that manifestation come to fruition in real see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, smell it now moment, right? So don't be afraid to follow through. And listen, I'm going to tell you, some of the things that you will be guided to do seem like, what? I'm not doing that. Okay. But you're not with your thinking mind. You're with your feeling body. So you'll know when it's your intuition. And no matter how bizarre or crazy it sounds, like that's usually a good indicator. Yep, that's spirit telling me what to do. Because if it seems like, oh, that's really logical and oh, I can see how that would work out, chances are that's you coming up with a good plan, right? But when it's a divinely inspired action, just prepare yourself that sometimes it might seem or sound bizarre, and just be okay with that and follow through. And the more that you do that, it will build that intuitive muscle that helps you trust and understand that you can hear. Because listen, a lot of the times while we're reaching out, the reason behind that is because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust ourselves to make the right decision for our life, the right choice for our life. We don't trust ourselves that we're hearing clearly. We don't trust ourselves that, you know, yeah, this is going to work out for me, right? And so we want to reach out to have some kind of confirmation. We like security and we like, you know, absolutes. And when we can surrender and let that go and know when to go in and know when to reach out, there's a balance that happens and clarity comes quicker. Things start moving and shifting quicker in ways that surprise and delight you. There's so much power in this alignment, and you will be surprised and you will be delighted. And God will work it out in ways that just even your brilliant mind could have never came up with. And it'll be such an amazing, beautiful win-win situation for everybody. So, okay, guys, I'm going to sign off for right now. That's the video for today. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to strengthen your intuition. How to strengthen your intuition. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Love y'all. Namaste.